And thanks for joining us, Dusty Sonnenberg, Field Leader with the Ohio AgNet and Ohio's Country Journal. We are out on the Ohio Field Leader Roadshow. We've made our way to Morrow County. We're just east of Mount Gilead, Ohio, at the farm of Ray Van Horn. Ray, thanks so much for having us today. Maybe as we get started, tell us a little bit about the farm and the family, how long you guys have been farming in this part of the county.
Well, we're in Morrow County. My dad started this farm. He bought this home, what I call my home farm, in 1968, and been farming here ever since. We're currently standing in a freshly planted bean field and off to a good start. We haven't got this farm pounded in yet. So
definitely been a challenging planting season for some folks. A lot of folks got in early, but then like you alluded to, some of those rains were pretty heavy, socked some stuff in. Other stuff looking good that got up, but this stuff you said went in a couple days ago and it looks really nice. Looks like it should have good potential to come up.
Yeah, it's off to a good start. I mean, it's not emerged yet, but like I said, it's off to a good start, but you can go 2-3 miles either way, and it's a different story.
Well, let's talk about the farm. What type soils are in this area in general?
A lot of clay. I mean, you go one way or the other, it changes, but I mean, it's very variable soil type, that's for sure, but mostly clay.
Well, rolling topography, and one thing you told me that you get to deal with every year that you do tillage is picking up rocks.
Yes, it's a never-ending job around this part of the county is picking rocks, and it was 2 years ago I bought a rock picker, and I try to do 200 to 300 acres a year, but it's a very slow process.
It makes sense, though, that it pays to get them before they get in the combine or damage other equipment as you go through. Let's talk about the crops you raise. What all do you have in your rotation?
I raise corn, beans, and wheat.
Okay. Primary markets for those in the area?
Sunrise, Farmers Co-op in Mount Gilead, and we also take corn to Poet in Marion.
Very good. Well, as folks can see from your shirt, you're involved with the Ohio Corn and Wheat Growers Association, also the U.S. Wheat Board. How'd you get involved in commodity organizations?
I started asking questions, and if you ask questions, a lot of times you get volunteered. So that's kind of how it all started, and it was an honor to be chosen, I guess.
Sure. Well, let's take that to the next step further, and you've had an opportunity to host a Chinese trade mission on the farm, and really saw some big things come out of that. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I got to host the trade team from COFCO from China. I think it's the world's largest grain buying group in the world, and got to have the world's largest grain buyer right in the combine with me, and a little bit of a language barrier, but we got through it. And luckily, after they were here, within 2 weeks, they had a major wheat purchase, soft red wheat purchase, and a lot of Ohio wheat got to go for that.
That's impressive, and I think really speaks to the value of commodity organizations and how those checkoff dollars can really go to putting money back in the farmer's pocket. And a lot of times you don't see that until you're able to get on one of the boards.
That's one thing I'll say. I mean, that the checkoff dollars are definitely huge, getting these trade teams over here. And, you know, that's what most farmers want is trade, not aid.
Very well said. Again, we're on the Ohio Field Leader Roadshow. We are in Morrow County at the farm of Ray Van Horn. Ray, thanks so much for your time.
Thanks for having me.